Hi everybody and welcome back to Jack for Cooks, and today is a great day and today I'm going to make a raspberry cheesecake. I've made a strawberry cheesecake which was a vegan version. However, a few subscribers and viewers have asked me and messaged me if I could make a regular cheesecake. Alright, so before we start, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Click on the bell icon, get the latest updates, find out what the latest desserts and meals are happening in my house and how I'm cooking them. Share with your families and friends and try them out. Send me a message, share the photographs, and if they really turn out well and if you like them, give me a thumbs up. So I'm just going to start from scratch. I've got my butter. By the way, all the ingredients and the directions to make this are in the description below. Now I put everything out here so you can see what I'm using. So I've got fresh raspberries, I've got some cream cheese, butter, digestives, golden brown sugar, 2 eggs and a yolk, just some flour to thicken it up a little bit, and I've got some vanilla essence and some sour cream. And that's all you really need, and of course a tin to cook it in. So there we go. I'm just going to melt the butter and then I'm going to crush my biscuits and then we'll create our biscuit base. All right, see you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so the best way to crush biscuits, you could put them in the blender, or I'm just going to go the old-fashioned way and just basically pop my biscuits in a resealable bag. So, my time to make some noise. I've crushed my biscuits. If you haven't got a mullet, you could actually just use a rolling pin. So, either way, they just need to be crushed and they need to be like crumbs. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is pop that into the pan with the butter and give it a quick mix. And this is just to basically ensure that all the biscuits get a coating of that butter. Next, I've got a spring release tin that I've lined with parchment paper. And very, very simple. I've just taken 3 bits of parchment paper, cut them to the same height of the tin, and taken a base. And all I'm going to do now is just pop those 3 bits in. So my sides are pushed out and my biscuit forms its own nice little bed. Okay, now what we need to do is just place the breadcrumbs into the tin. And I'm just going to push this down slightly. Use a normal spoon. A tablespoon is pretty much effective, so I'm just going to push this down a bit. That's it, we're done. Okay, so I'm going to now bake this for about 10 minutes in the oven, about 180 degrees, and then once it's done, I'll show you what to do next. Biscuit base is in the oven, 10 minutes, and then I'll take it out. But in the meantime, I'll start creating my cheesecake mix. And to create the cheesecake mix, it's, again, very, very simple. So find a spatula, get all your ingredients ready, and pop them in. So the first lot, sugar goes in, 2 eggs and a yolk. I've got some vanilla extract. What I want to do basically is just mix those 3 ingredients in and break down the sugars and mix the egg in it. That was those 3 ingredients done. Now I'll start with the cream cheese itself. Now, you can use any kind of cream cheese. This is just ordinary, regular, full-fat cream cheese. Now I'm going to allow that to blend and mix for about a couple of minutes, and I'll slowly introduce my sour cream and my plain flour. Okay, so I've mixed in my cream cheese. Now, it's probably going to be somewhere in that consistency, which is fine. And if you've got a few bits of cream cheese in there, that's not a problem at all. Just leave it in there. Pop the flour in. Give it a quick mix. Welcome back, everyone. So it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to remove my biscuit. There's my biscuit base. And it looks really good. It's hot. So I need to really cool this right down. I'll see you back in about 15 minutes once this is completely cold. See you shortly. Okay, welcome back everyone, and my biscuit base is nice and cool. my mixture is looking good. It's nice and creamy. Now the only thing that remains is basically to fold in the raspberries. So I'm just going to drop them in. Now we don't want to mix them in, we want to fold them in, because when we fold them in, they'll remain whole. And when they cook, and you cut the when you cut the raspberry cheesecake, you'll actually have lumps of nice whole raspberries in there as well. Not all of them, but a good number of them. Now carefully, I'm just going to pick my biscuit tin up. Now I'm just going to place my entire mixture on the biscuit tin. Now that biscuit tin should be cool and should have probably set for about a good 15-20 minutes before we start attempting this. All right, I'm just going to level this out now. Right, so pop this in the oven for about 50 minutes. And by the time it's 50 minutes are up, it should have a little bit of a wobble in it. But if you like yours well done, meaning there's no wobble when it's firm, then around about an hour should be good enough. And then need to rest until it's totally cool for a good couple of hours, and then pop it in the fridge. I tend to leave my cheesecake for a good 3-4 hours once it's done and in the fridge, and then once I take it out, then it's nicely set. And that's about it, really. I'm going to pop this in the oven. Welcome back, everybody. My cheesecake's been in the fridge, well rested for about 4 or 5 hours. It's nice and cold, and now I'm going to basically release the spring tin. Let's see, hopefully it should come apart very easily. Yep. The thing about cheesecakes is they either work or they don't work. So if you follow the recipe down to the T, you'll find that your cheesecake, and well rested obviously, your cheesecake should turn out perfectly. So that's the sides, and they look, well, everything looks intact. However, there is a base parchment paper that we will need to remove eventually. For the easiest way is, I'll take a plate, turn it upside down, peel off side. Now that could have just come off, but sometimes it won't. So if it doesn't, then you know how to do it. So very carefully now, turn your cheesecake upside down, and I'm just going to place it onto my cake server. And literally you can serve it with anything. I'm just going to decorate mine with some raspberries. Just decorate them as you feel. If you want to decorate it with a raspberry sauce, check out my recipe online. There's also a strawberry cheesecake there as well. Right, there you have, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you look inside, that marble effect of the raspberries shows you how well the cheesecake was made. So next time you want to make a cheesecake, follow my recipes. Tell me how it went. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.